What's up, y'all?
Hello.
Hey, it's Sunday, so that means another weekly look ahead, yeah?
That is what it means.
And it's the Heavy Cardboard Advent of Holiday Streaming, hashtag HC Advent. That means it's a whole lot of content coming.
Mm-hmm.
You excited?
I am.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm excited about this week because after last week, it's not that we're taking it off or anything or easy.
No,
They're all good games. They're just
very much, we kind of overbooked ourselves last week.
Yeah, so we're learning.
Yeah, like I had to leave work early to come home on Thursday to record and edit and put up the podcast and everything. So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm still stressed. It's fight.
Yeah,
Give that man his money.
Yeah, we are definitely learning this process as we go. So
we're figuring it out.
Yeah, so no worries. But yeah, all right. So you ready to get into it? Let's just
go.
hammer through it because we got Mexican food to go eat, y'all. We're hungry, so we're gonna do that. So all right, let's do this. So Monday, the first one up, we have a little known game that you're probably not going to hear about anywhere else outside of Heavy Cardboard. Our first playthrough of the week on Monday is QE. It stands for quantitative easing. You can Google that. We're going to live stream that at 1900 Mountain Standard Time, 0200 UTC. Going to be a really, really fun 4-player, really brutal, awesome auction game.
I'm excited. I haven't played this yet. So
yeah, you don't need the rules are crazy simple, and they're all handmade boards. We're also going to be able to tell you guys how you're going to be able to get a copy of this if you're interested. All right.
That's right.
So QE for Monday, that would be December 11th. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So you take Tuesday, ma'am.
Tuesday is going to be Operation Makabe. That is a game where you kill Nazis with dreidels. And we decided that this would be kind of maybe a thing to possibly do for the first day of Hanukkah because it begins at 6 p.m.
Or it begins 42 minutes after sundown.
42 after sundown. So we asked our resident rabbi, Philip Millman, if it was okay. And he said he gave us his blessing. So we're going to be doing that. It's just a silly little game.
Yeah, it's a World War II game where everybody is trying to free prisoners from the Nazis and relieve from various prisoner camps.
But it's also like a dexterity game because you're using dreidels to try to knock over the Nazis.
Yeah.
So.
And a little backstory on this. This is actually the very first live stream game we ever did because back in the day,
like
3 years ago.
3 years ago, yeah.
We played this on Periscope. We played a whole game on Periscope. It was a hoot. We were having a blast. And we thought it would be a lot of fun to kind of, to share this. It's not the best game in the world, but it's a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys indulge us a little bit here. I figure in 24 days we're allowed a little bit of fun with this here and there. And
then we're also going to be on the podcast, the interview that Edward did at Essen with the guys that are behind Tea Time Publication or Productions, which is the people that published Tribes.
Right, which is kind of a precursor to Nations. And so,
So it was just a little bit about them, their background of the game, why they got into publishing and things like that.
And is that the last Essen interview?
That's
it. So all the others now going forward will be conversations that we're going to have.
That's right.
That's going to start up again in January after I did the one with Mike Keller, which that will be released for the podcast once he's able to actually upload it. He's been running into issues with
He has been trying to upload it for a week.
Yep.
I'm scared to go to Switzerland because what?
All right. So Tuesday, 1900 Mountain Standard Time, Operation Makabe. And then on the podcast, the Tribes interview with the guys behind Tea Time Productions. All right. So then on Wednesday, we're really, really excited about this one. So it's actually over my head right here, this little box that I had heard about. It was run as a Kickstarter a while back, a couple years ago. And when we stopped by the Darkflight booth and we saw Jordan Draper and we're sitting there talking with him about import-export, Tokyo Metro, and some other stuff, I was like, oh, hey, I see you got copies of Turn Market. Can I get a copy of it? And somebody else walked up about that time and said, "Oh, what's that about?" And I kind of gave a little brief spiel about it. And Jordan was looking at me like, "How do you know about this game? This is like," and I'm like, "This is what I do, man."
Yeah.
So I picked up this copy at Essen, and we played it right before BGG Con, and then I played it at BGG Con, and it was the hit
Yes.
of BGG Con for everybody that played it. Every single person wanted a copy of
I
this.
think Jordan had 3 copies
Two
left,
copies
and
left.
they're gone.
And so excited to be able to announce that there may be another version coming. So stand by on that. Jordan's going to be here at HCHQ. He's going to be playing Turn Market with us, and he's going to sit down for an interview a little bit as well. And so a whole lot of all Darkflight games all the time on Wednesday for us. So yeah, Jordan's going to be here. Going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We're going to play. He's going to give us a prototype of Tokyo Metro, probably bust out some import-export, and sit down for a conversation. But the game of the night is going to be probably 3 games, like cumulative, of Turn Market. And everybody's going to want a copy after that. I assure you, if you enjoy auction games, you are going to want a copy of this.
Yes,
and
you
we're
will.
going to be able to tell you how you're going to be able to get one. So yeah, cool. All right, so that's Wednesday. Then on Thursday,
Our episode 94, Quantitative Paleontology is what we're going to call it, because we are going to do a double review of QE and Lagerstätten.
yep. So they're both going to be kind of meaty trailers, I think is a good way to put it. But neither game did we feel would be able to have enough depth to be able to justify a full episode. So we're going to kind of do a double review.
Well, and
on
then
this.
what actually happened was I came up with the name first, and so then we had to fit it together.
Yeah, all right. That's true. Yeah. So, yeah, it happens. Whatever. all
Whatever,
right?
man. Whatever gets content, you know?
Yep. So, all right. So that's going to be Thursday for the episode, as is normal. And then we're going to be live streaming Rajas of the Ganges, 1900 Mountain Standard Time, 0200 UTC. So it's going to be, it's a dice drafting game, I believe. It'll be our first game. Tony's going to be running that, going to be teaching that. So appreciate him being able to
Absolutely.
do that. Takes a little load off of me. Thanks, T. All right. So that's Thursday. Pretty full day there. And then on Friday, Heaven and Ale, 1900 Mountain Standard Time, 0200 UTC, which you guys can see above me. Played it for the first time yesterday. This is a really clever, really cool little game.
I'm excited. I didn't play yesterday because I didn't feel well, but I kept hearing hooping and hollering from the basement, so.
This is going to be a lot of fun because the scoring, the way the scoring on this works is just genius and really brutal, to where, let's put it this way. Banker Dave yesterday covered his entire board with tiles, did an awesome job, scored 6 points. To put it in perspective, I won with 43. 6. Sorry, Dave.
Wow.
6. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm
really,
excited.
really cool game. Not the heaviest game, but definitely a game that folks are going to enjoy, I think. So something to check out.
Cool.
All right. Then you asked for it. You've begged for it. You've pleaded for it. You've threatened. If we don't do it, you have done all these other things. If we don't start doing some damn war games on this show, well, fine. Not yet. See what I did there? Saturday, Viticulture with actually Tuscany / the Essential Edition. That's going to be at 11:30 Mountain Standard Time, 18:30 UTC. And Michael Brandt, you've seen him on a couple of streams. He asked, "Hey, could I teach this?" And I was like, "As long as you're prepared and you're ready." I was like, "Sure." So he's going to run us through this game. Going to be a 4-player Viticulture. Figure again, this is kind of a lighter week, and then next week's going to pick back up. Don't worry. You excited about this?
I haven't played Viticulture in a while.
I know, it's been a long
been a
time, so I
minute.
think this will be really cool. All right. So that's Saturday, Viticulture. Then on Sunday, oh yeah, wait, that war game thing? Oh yeah, How about this? Brian and I are going to run through a little 2-player Combat Commander Europe at, actually, we're not sure if it's 1000 or 1100, so stand by on that.
Well, Brian's in the chat room, so.
Oh,
which one
there you
wanna
go.
do?
So Brian can mention this. Actually, he said we might be able to slide it back to 11. but we'll play it by ear. We'll see. So 1000 or 1100 Mountain Standard Time, which is 17 or
So what's
1800.
11? Okay.
Brian says 11, so it's going to be 11 Mountain Standard Time and 1800 UTC. All
So
right.
whenever I create the thing for them to live stream on, I'll make sure that it's at 11.
There you go. All right, cool. All right. So yeah, there you go. Now, people might be asking, where's our 18XX? Where's our Age of Steam? Like I said, this is a later week. Just wait till next week, y'all. Going to be all you can eat. Well, maybe not all 18XX and Age of Steam.
Nom nom.
But you're getting them both next week, so there's that. All right, cool. So this should be a lot of fun. It's a little bit
fun.
later week on us, but you're still getting stuff every day. So it should be a lot of fun, really interesting, compelling, and I would venture to say the majority of these games you guys may want copies of when we're all said and done.
So, Merry Christmas!
So yeah, happy Advent, and I guess on Tuesday, happy Hanukkah. All right, cool. Thanks, y'all. Take care, and we'll see you guys, tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.